Hi everyone, Monica Fernandez with Evolution Essentials. In this video, we're talking about why you should trash your perfume, reasons you need to reconsider using it, and this is part one. If you have been to my channel before, welcome back, and if you're brand new, welcome. In this channel, I cover everything from non-toxic lifestyle, wellness, essential oils, natural solutions, and in this video, I'm going to go over the definitions of perfume and fragrance, a glimpse on the shadiness that happens in the perfume industry. I'm actually going to give you a free gift towards the end, so stick around. And that gift will not poison you, by the way, which is great. And then part two is going to cover the actual secret chemicals of perfume. And then we're going to deep dive on my favorite perfume and discover why I stopped using it. And then I'll offer you some ideas on alternatives that won't harm you. So really, I loved perfume. Growing up, I'd smell the magazines and save up for that expensive perfume, or wait for my birthday or Christmas to ask a perfume, like the new perfume that I smelled at the somewhere, maybe in a magazine or something like that. I just would be intoxicated and I wanted the next new perfume. And so we're talking about, big names like Guerlain, Chanel, Dolce & Gabbana, you name it, Givenchy, all of the big names that make perfume, that are household names. They're the classic household names of perfume. But let's go now first on the definitions of perfume and fragrance. According to Merriam-Webster, the definition of fragrance is twofold. One is a sweet or delicate odor, as of fresh flowers, pine trees, or perfume, or that something such as perfume compounded to give off a sweet or pleasant odor. That's the two versions. And then the quality of or state of having a sweet odor, so in terms of the fragrance. And then according to dictionary.com, it's a noun and it's the quality of being fragrant, which is a sweet or pleasant scent, or perfume, cologne, toilet water, or the like. Toilet water? I'm sorry, it's eau de toilette, okay? And that usually is a little bit lighter than eau de parfum, which is in turn a little bit lighter than parfum, which is like the pure form. Anyway, and perfume, okay? The definition of perfume, according to Merriam-Webster, is the scent of something sweet smelling. So very similar, right? And a substance that emits a pleasant odor, especially, get this, a fluid preparation of natural essences, as from plants or animals, or synthetics, and a fixative used for scenting. This is getting shadier by the second, you guys. And then it also is a verb to imbue with an odor, to fill or imbue an odor. And then dictionary.com goes even further than that. It says perfume is defined as a substance, extract, or preparation for diffusing or imparting an agreeable or attractive smell, especially fluid containing fragrant natural oils extracted from flowers, woods, etc., or similar synthetic oils. The scent, odor, or volatile particles by substance that smell agreeable. Is your head spinning? Because mine is. And when I normally and traditionally look at the words perfume and fragrance, they do kind of go hand in hand. And it really is that more romantic, theoretical definition of perfume, where it is a pleasant, sweet scent, sweet aroma that you can use on yourself, usually is what I equate this to. Remember makeup counters at the big department stores? They still exist. But there were brands, big brands, and there's always one or more perfumes that they're selling there. But before I go on, I actually talk about home aromatics. So aromatics for the home, not for the body. And I actually did a video that you can watch right there that is from toxic to low toxic to home aromatics. And that is from toxic to low tox, I think it was. But anyway, home aromatics. Please watch that because that has to do with similar subject matter, but for your home. And the problem is that these definitions that I'm giving you and that you can search yourself are giving you a rose-colored, foggy glasses of what perfume and fragrance are. They don't go into the ingredients too much. You saw that one of them said natural fragrant oils from flowers, woods, or synthetic oils. Let's face it, synthetic copies, right? Perhaps the reason fragrance companies got away from selling toxic products for so long, because these are toxic, my friends, because, you know, maybe in the old days, perfume used to be made with natural stuff, but it's not made with natural stuff anymore. It's all synthetically made because it's cheaper. It's cheaper. They still sell you a big price, but the contents are, you know, man-made chemicals, and they're just toxic. I want you to think that these companies, they're not legally required to list their ingredients on the labels. So whenever you buy a perfume, you don't see, I mean, I'll give you an example. Okay. I'll give you an example right here. This was my favorite perfume, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Don't see anything on it here. Nothing. Eau de toilette, natural spray, vaporisateur, P&G. You know who P&G is, I'm sure, one of the biggest companies in the world. But anyway, getting back to the ingredients, are not required by law to disclose their ingredients. So it's kind of legal to keep their ingredients not disclosed, and they can disguise a bunch of these ingredients under the word fragrance. So you see, my initial definition of the word fragrance no longer applies here, because now fragrance is a term that can house over 400 ingredients to protect allegedly their trade formulas. So they have these secret formulas, supposedly. I believe that happened in the old days, you guys. I really believe that they had, you know, a certain formula with certain oils to make a certain scent, and they kind of trademark that scent. And of course, they don't want to tell you what is in it, because otherwise you're going to make the same and you're going to take away from their business. But the problem here is that all this stuff should not be done at our expense, at our health's expense, which is exactly what's happening. More and more now, it's becoming mainstream, or almost mainstream, I would say, that the public has woken, okay? It's that we know now that there's all these ingredients that are not disclosed. I think most of us do. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just assuming. Assuming is not a good thing. But numerous studies have found that most of the most commonly used ingredients in commercial fragrance products can induce mild allergic reactions like headache, sinus inflammation, itchiness, runny nose, and can contribute to worse issues such as hormonal imbalances, organ damage, and even cancer. Does this sound okay to you? It's not okay to me. I actually did a video on easy swaps that you can make in your home, and you can watch that right here from Toxic to Low Tox 101, easy swaps in your home. And you really need to go into the reasons for that. So I see that this can be overwhelming. All of this stuff happening. It's kind of, you know, when I realized that this was happening, I understood why I would get a headache when I'd be in the mall and I'd go by Bath and Body Works or Yankee Candle or places like that. And even now, there's some stores, when you go in, they put a fragrance in the air, a fragrance. Notice how I said that? But it's a very synthetic, fake odor, aroma, and sometimes I just can't stay in stores. I've walked out of stores because of the scent, and it just hurts my head. So if you're very sensitive to smells, you're probably doing the same, or you're not even going to those stores, because why would you want to shop there? Why would you want to be poisoned so overtly, so explicitly? Do me a favor, if you're enjoying this video and you've learned something, please subscribe right here in the red button. Don't forget that notification bell so you're notified when I upload the next one, which is going to be part 2. I hope you got major value from this video. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my free download in the description, down below, also in my comment on my green cleaning guide. And I'm giving this to you free because these are DIY cleaners that do not contain those chemicals. Because if you haven't noticed, fragrances everywhere, you guys. It's in all of these products have some sort of fragrance. And when I say fragrance, we're talking about the word that disguises that over 400 ingredients. And it's probably now even more than 400 ingredients, because there's thousands of chemicals being invented every year. And that is so scary. But anyway, I hope you got major value from this video. Check out my free download down below. Just grab it right now. And I'll see you in the next one, part 2.